Hey girls,
Hey Dad.
aren't you gonna be getting ready for bed soon? You know, Christmas Eve and Santa Claus doesn't come unless everybody's sleeping.
Santa's not real, Dad.
What?
Yeah, we know, like, how you've just been lying to me our whole lives. Putting gifts in our stockings. We know.
Well, it's not all a lie. I mean, see, Santa Claus is actually an abbreviation for Saint Nicholas. You know, Saint Nick. But Saint Nicholas was actually a real person.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go back 15...
No. Okay, listen, if we're gonna learn something on Christmas break, you gotta make it entertaining with like music and rap and puppets.
Puppets?
You have any puppets?
People, let me warn y'all before we get started. The subject of this song belongs to the dearly departed, so if there's some among you who are younger in years, you better take a second to be checking their ears, because Santa's more than just a name, more than a picture in a frame, a fat man acclaimed for his overnighting fame. So let me show you how far he came, how a priest with no great acclaim became the Christmas legend every kid knows by name.
Santa Claus, oh Saint Nicholas, Kris Kringle, Father Christmas. Now corporate spokesman, Benedictus. Why they do it, that's their business.
So this piece starts out in Greece around 280 AD, Anno Domini or just CE if you're more common like me. Myra needed a bishop, that's Myra with a Y. At the time it was a crime, so they were in short supply. The council had a vision that with the Lord's provision, they'd anoint the first Lycean who walked into their mission. So when Nicholas entered it, cemented their decision in the midst of Catholicism and Roman Empire derision, to give this man a commission, and they clicked the ignition. The real man, a firebrand. When the Bible was banned, his flames became fanned against the emperor's commands. Nick was not dismayed, unafraid, he took a stand, a priest against the beast who would refuse its demands. He stared down execution amid the great persecution. He was known for solving problems with novel solutions. He saved innocent men from the court's swords and axes. He tricked old Constantine into lowering taxes. He blessed some bellies full when storehouses were empty. Went to the Council of Nicaea, 320. That one nearly ended up with Nick in disgrace. He might have crossed a non-believer and then punched him in the face, who later died, and Nick was tried and stripped of his trappings, but someone stole back his stole while everybody was napping.
Santa Claus, oh Saint Nicholas, Kris Kringle, Father Christmas. Now corporate spokesman, Benedictus. Why they do it, that's their business.
As streets buzzed about who Nick was, his fame fell out of focus. His feats were less of faith and fights and now were more hocus pocus. It was said he blessed a woman and he healed her hand. Said that demons he had banned with just a simple command. He rescued children from slavery and from being in danger. He saved others from some fates he would find quite unsavory. Some kids had been dismembered by an evil man's knife. They said Nick brought them back together and then brought them back to life. Every detail of the stories, every piece and every player. Anyone who was connected went to Nick with their prayer. If there were barrels involved, then barrel makers must be blessed, since he had given gifts of toys, well, you can surely guess the rest. Even deep in the grave, his legend already made, still people prayed in Nick's name and claimed their debts had been paid. Somehow they'd gotten some aid from one whose body had been laid. People knew him as a saint before sainthood was even made. December 6th, the 19th, and of course 25 are the days they celebrate and keep Nick's story alive. Through all of those people, he's still getting exposure. As the patron of millions, he's been asked to watch over. Like makers of gauges, sewers and tailors, the skippers, the shippers, the swabbies, the sailors, prostitutes, pirates, the victims of violence, stringers, bell ringers, and clothing proprietors, slingers of arrows, singers of songs, poets and writers of wrongs, the bride and the groom, the priest in the room, the woman who sold the young bride a perfume, the butchers, the bakers, and yes, candle makers, even murderers assured that he was taking all takers, pharmacists, armistists, fixers and brokers, paupers and orphans and scholars and soldiers, judges and lawyers, defendants and jurists, tanners and teachers and typists and tourists, citizens, simpletons, learning and schooling, dashers and dancers and prance. I'm fooling.
Santa Claus, oh St. Nicholas, Kris Kringle, Father Christmas. Now corporate spokesman, Benedictus. Why they do it, that's their business.
Oh, and let us talk turkey. That's the country, not the bird. Because in Mira, where our hero was out preaching the word, might have been Greek in name, but the people within would have been born adorned in a darker shade of skin. Santa was as dark as any Anatolian Turk, but he got some makeovers before he went straight to his work. The stories may vary, some wanted children to be wary, so some Nicks are not as merry. Over there, he's very scary. In a bunch of countries a lot like our own, he is known as a force of judgment to get bad kids to atone. A stone of coal is the threat to get kids to do better. Just so you know, I threaten mine with wearing ugly Christmas sweaters. Still other places, behaviors don't even really matter. All the places Santa graces, all the families gather. Santa's just happy to give out gifts to everybody. Here's some fruit, here's some gifts, enjoy your hot toddy. In America, a poet named Clement Clark Moore wrote rhymes that soon cemented the Santa Claus lore. The Night Before Christmas was only known by his kids, but once published went viral, then everybody did. You might not know it, but before it was 1910, people pictured Santa as being a lot more thin and wearing green or white or brown or maybe even buckskin. But all of those ideas are no longer on blast thanks to the pen of an artist who was named Thomas Nast. He drew the jolly elf with a friendly face from his past. A happy rotund man in red was now how he was cast. And with his coat turned red, then Coca-Cola like a flash jumped in and made it snow with a whole bunch of cash. They put him in lots of ads along with their drinks, and now Coca-Cola red is the color everyone links. So okay, yes, in a way I wasn't quite on the level. The details have some devils in this tall tale we peddle. For the sake of season's revels, we will tell the same story that parents and grandparents have been telling before me. But seeing as your stocking still can hold a whole lot, it all comes down to one thing: do you want gifts or not?
Santa Claus, oh St. Nicholas, Kris Kringle, Father Christmas. Now corporate spokesman, Benedictus. Why they do it, that's their business.
Well, you know, Dad, we should probably get to bed. Yeah. Good night.
Yeah.
Bye, night,
No
Dad.
problem. Yep. And Merry Christmas to all.